Alrighty, we are live. All right. Okay. Let's get into this reading really quick. Definitely going to be looking at you versus the third party. Okay. Like, I like the light's pretty good. I don't want to mess with it. Yeah, it's a good light. It's as good as we gonna get it. All right, so I'm gonna be using the Sex Fortune tarot card. So I'm not gonna be able to show y'all the cards as much, obviously, because they're, you know, pretty, sexual or whatever, and it's YouTube. So these readings are gonna be very quick. I don't have a lot of time tonight, so bear with me. I'm just gonna do right straight to the point messages of what I see. We're going to go back from Pisces to Aries because I think we did. Did we go forward today? Yes, we did go forward. So we're going to go backwards. Where am I going? I am just headed to my friend's house. We're doing a movie and I am a production assistant. So I'm going to do my production assistant duties to help her out so we can get this movie going. But I'm also trying to get some of these solar eclipse readings done. I'm almost done. I'm at the second half of my list. I know I showed y'all my list earlier, but this is the last of them that I'm doing. Also dropping off packages on my way out. So if you have an oil on the way to you, check that out. I'm going to be taking the oils off the site later today. If not today, tomorrow. So they will be done. There will be no oils. I don't really see myself dropping any oils anytime soon. So thank y'all to those who did get them. All right. I don't know what my dog is barking at. All right. So starting with Pisces, how does your person feel about you versus a third party? So for you, Pisces, we have the 9 of Cups. So you are this person's wish fulfillment. You have the 9 of Cups here. In this card, they're actually 69ing. So they can't get enough of you. I feel like this person is pretty addicted to you. The 9 of Cups is a Pisces card. It's Jupiter and Pisces to me. I don't know what everybody else calls it, but it's a Piscean card. So it's a card of abundance. It's a card of luck and wealth. So they see you as someone that they're in love with. Now, the only thing is the only reason why you may be questioning that because they're coming up as the 9 of Cups. So that means that they're in a selfish energy, right? Because I told you guys, I don't really like the 9 of Cups. I think it's an over romanticized card. People see the 9 of Cups as like wish fulfillment and all that, but I see the 9 of Cups as a one-sided card, as in like I do love you, but I'm not necessarily making sure that your needs are met. I'm not necessarily making sure that you're happy and we're both happy in this. I'm just kind of happy that I get to access you, be around you, and we get to be in love. So they love you. They are in love with you. They're just selfish. Okay. Now, the third party, we have the 7 of Wands. So they've either been blocked by the third party or they've blocked the third party. There's some sort of block between them and the third party. So they feel blocked. They also feel controlled. When I asked why there's a block, I got the Fool card. So I feel like this person is moving on from the third party. And with the Fool card being here, it's like they're supposed to move on from this person, irregardless of you being in the picture or not. The Fool card is telling me that it's time for a new path for them and the third party. So they're breaking up with this person. They probably already broke up with them. What's up, Mind, Body, Spirit? What's up, Stacy? Thank you, mods, for being on. But yeah, so they either are breaking up with the third party or they've already broken up with the third party. They could have blocked the third party or the third party could have blocked them. Okay. So I would say things are pretty done between them and this person. They could be dealing with a Leo. They could be dealing with an Aries. All right. So between you and the third party, they find you to be wish fulfillment. This person's just selfish. And to be honest, if they just got out of something else, it might be that they don't want to just like get into a relationship again. Because on this card, probably you can't really see it, but she has like on the 7 of Wands, she has like a collar on him and she has him down like he's her dog, right? So this person probably felt controlled in their last relationship. So even though they love you, they're not ready to jump right back into another connection. I'm trying to see what my dog is seeing or hearing out there because she's barking all of a sudden. She always does this at night around the same time. I think I know why she does it, but it's Aggie, to say the least. Yeah, no one's here. I thought maybe somebody was pulling up. All right, so Aquarius, let's see how they feel about you versus the third party. Aquarius versus the third party. They're losing Knight of Swords. They want to cuss you out for some reason. Oh, Ace of Cups. So I don't know why they want to cuss you out. They want to fight with you. I don't know. Like what did you do? Okay, so if there's a third party situation, I don't know exactly what went on. Okay, so for some of you, this might not be for everybody, but I have the Knight of Swords and the 7 of Pentacles. So this is most likely someone you have history with. And I feel like this is like invested history. The 7 of Pentacles, I think I said this earlier to y'all. I think y'all got the 7 of Pentacles in y'all reading earlier. Yeah, y'all got the 7 of Pentacles in the Death card. So this might be the person that I'm picking up on that y'all need to let go, but whatever. Some of y'all, this person wants to cuss you out, okay? They could be a Gemini. They could be a Taurus. We got Cancer here. So they feel some type of way about you. I don't know why. You'll know better than them. So Knight of Swords with the 7 of Pentacles, they feel like, I don't know, maybe you moved on from them and now they feel like they have no choice but to move on. So they feel some type of way, but they want to cuss you out for some reason. Like I'm hearing the song Ring the Alarm by Beyonce. So maybe they feel like they were wronged by you, or they feel like you didn't try hard enough, or you didn't continue to keep investing in them and they were still invested and you're not. It's something about that investment. So maybe they feel like they invested more than you did, or they're still invested and you're not. Because the Knight of Swords could mean that they see you as somebody who's like in and out or flaky, or they don't feel like you are consistent. So for some reason they want to cuss you out. So, or some of you, maybe they feel like, I don't know. I don't, if they're the one with the third party, why they feel some type of way? I don't know. This person's weird. You guys will know better than me. How they feel towards a third party is the Ace of Cups. So they got new love, or they're headed towards a relationship with someone else. They feel like love is there. So with you, they feel like there's history and drama, or want to start drama. Maybe that's you guys' normal like dynamic with this person. Maybe that's why y'all aren't dealing with them anymore. But there's an energy of them wanting to like argue and fight with you over invested energy, past energy. Maybe they're still invested, you're not. They have no choice but to move on. There's a third party in their life with the Ace of Cups. They feel like there's love with this person. They feel like there's a new beginning in love. They feel like there's mutual love, or they're falling for someone. They may feel like the third party's in love with them. So there's definitely a big difference between the two. They feel very hostile towards you, or they feel like you're hostile towards them. Maybe they feel like you'll cuss them out. Maybe you cussed them out already, but they're moving towards someone new. Yeah, it's not, see, but they don't want to. 3 of Swords, Ace of Cups. It's like they didn't want to have to do that. So this person with the Hermit card, they may have went through some sort of healing period. So maybe they're still not over what happened between the two of you. So unfortunately for them, they feel, this is unfortunately for them, they feel like they have to move on with someone else. I don't think it's that unfortunate. I mean, if they're at the Ace of Cups with someone new, then they're moving on. Okay, so maybe you guys gave them no choice but to choose the third party because you weren't with the shits or whatever. You guys argued too much. I don't know, but they feel like they're moving on to someone new. All right, so let's see. Capricorn. How do they feel about you versus the third party, Capricorn? Let's see, you versus the third party. Okay, Ace of Pentacles, Six of Wands. Okay, so they feel like you're the better option. They feel like there's more longevity and growth with you, but they feel like they're with the other person for show. So for some of you, this is they could be a Leo, which is very Leo of them. So they could be with somebody else for show, like for clicks, views, like the public eye, public persona, what people think. So they could already be in an established relationship. It's almost like a publicity relationship, even if they're not famous. Like they care about what the neighbors will think. They care about what the neighborhood would say or whatever. So they feel like the third party is like an opportunity for them, or it might be somebody that boosts their ego. But with the Ace of Pentacles, they feel like you're the more solid option with the Ace of Pentacles here. It's like you are someone that they should marry. Yeah, they feel like they're missing out on an opportunity by not pursuing you. So even like for some of you, it's not even like a specific third party. It's this person having hoes or like being in the spotlight or having groupies, and they're like, you know, addicted to that or they're used to that. But then you have you who is somebody that they should settle down with, someone that there's a lot of prosperity and potential with, but they're like choosing the high, the fame, the whatever, the Six of Wands over a real solid opportunity. Okay, so let me stop showing these cards before I get in trouble on YouTube. But yeah, they're stressed about you. They're stressed about the potential of an opportunity with you. Some of you, they want to get married or they want to get engaged to you or something like that. But yeah, they're like putting on a show with someone else. They could even be putting on a show to get under your skin. So if this third party's like new, if they just found someone, they started dating someone, it's to like get under your skin. It's like so they can post some things on the gram. So they're doing it to like get your attention, doing it to get under your skin, that sort of thing. All right. So just be aware of that. Like this is not, I don't feel like it's built on something real. It's built off of like ego. Yeah, Five of Cups. They're not happy with this third party. So it's all for show. If they're married, it's for show. If they're with the person to get under your skin, it's for show. So they feel like they're with the third party for show, and they feel like you are the better opportunity. You're more stable. You're the one that they should be married to. They should be starting a life with. They should be having children with, all that shit. Okay, but that might even be it too, because you're requiring them to marry or to for them to settle down or whatever, and they are ready to put on a certain persona. I'm a Cap. It resonates. He's a big influencer. Yeah, it's definitely giving that sort of vibe here. So they feel like you're the better opportunity, but their ego's in the way, or their public persona is in the way. All right. So Sagittarius, how do they feel about you versus the third party? Sagittarius, how do they feel about you versus the third party? Knight of Cups in reverse. King of Wands. They feel like you're the best they ever had, but for some of you, you've gone cold towards this person, or you're not as inviting or romantic as you were for some reason. You've gone cold. I don't know exactly what they did. Maybe it's because there's a third party and you're not with that shit. With the Knight of Cups, they feel like you're not as romantic or as open as you used to be or as you could be. They feel like you've put up some sort of wall. But the King of Wands is the top catch. So they feel like you're a catch. They feel like you look good. Some of you guys have amazing sex. King of Wands is like the best sexually. So they definitely feel like you're all that in a bag of chips, but the romance isn't there anymore from you. Like you're not open to them, or you're not pursuing them. You're not like responding the way that you were before. I do feel like there's a sense of emotional maturity with this person. So I feel like they realized the opportunity that they have with you, but you might not be as open, or you're not paying them attention or something like that. The Knight of Cups is in reverse, so there's like love lost, so to speak. All right, third party. Three of Wands. That, I mean, it makes sense because they're still trying to build something with somebody else. So you refuse to be their side person, or they don't, or even if you are the side person, you're just like, yeah, we come over and we do what we do, and then we move on. We're not doing all that lovey-dovey shit. Fuck all that lovey-dovey shit. I'm your brother shit. Whatever Drake said. Okay. So if you still are this person's third party, it's like, you don't do like the romantic aspect. Like maybe you guys just have sex or it's just like superficial now. But they are trying to build something with this third party, the Three of Wands. They still have an expectation of building a home, staying with them, getting married. Yeah, even though they're bored and they really don't want to. So I don't know what's making them stay there, but they're not satisfied. Some of you, maybe they're already married or they're already engaged. Some of you, they may already have a child on the way with this person. So they feel like there's still things that need to be played out between them and the third party. Like they're not finished with that. So even though you guys have an intense connection and you're the better catch in their mind, they're still trying to pursue what they're currently in. So that might be why you're cold to them. You know what I mean? So yeah, I feel like this could even be how you feel like with the Knight of Cups in reverse. It's like they treat you like a side piece or they treat you like the third party and they treat the other person like they might spoil them, they do for them. You know what I'm saying? They take care of this other person, but they treat you like just, you know, sex or something like that. So I don't think that that's true, but the way they treat you two are different. And that's because, like I said, for the third party, they like either have to live with this third party or they're like building a life with this person. So they have to keep things, you know, amicable or whatever over there. Okay. So your person, this is like a duplicitous ass motherfucker. Okay. This is definitely a double life ass motherfucker you're dealing with. So you already probably know that, Sagittarius, which is why you probably went cold on this person. Okay. So Ophiuchus, how do they feel about you versus the third party? How do they feel about you versus the third party, Ophiuchus? The Strength card. You make them want to do right in life. Some of you could be a Leo. Okay. This person's also duplicitous as hell. Yeah, this person's in two different minds. This might be a polyamorous person. This might be somebody who just not going to have one person because with you, they feel a very strong connection. We have the Moon card and the Strength card. This might be somebody that is literally living two different lives. Like they're with you, but they have someone else. Because I have the Ace of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands for the third party. So they're very attracted to this person. They're the third party. They might have even asked this person to get married, or they might be talking about getting married. And this card, I've never really noticed it, but he's kissing her stomach. So they could even be talking pregnancy or have got the third party pregnant. And they're talking about they want to leave this third party. So, okay. Three of Cups in reverse. Y'all gotta watch this person because I feel like they are gonna leave somebody to be with you, but it's like I don't like this because it's like they're leading the third party on. It's one thing if they were just telling the third party, "Hey, I don't want to be with you," and the third party wasn't letting it go. But this person is stringing the third party along. Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. They might even be like getting the third party pregnant or like getting them enmeshed or wrapped up in something, even though they have plans to let them go to be with you. Three of Cups in reverse. So some of y'all might be doing spiritual work to make this happen. It's working. So I don't get into that shit, but that's y'all business. But you got to watch a person like this because if they'll do it to somebody else, they'll do it to you. Even though there is a strong connection between the two of you, something that they have never felt before with the Moon card, it doesn't matter. Their personality is their personality. Okay, so maybe they feel like they need to stay with third party for finances, or it's maybe the looks. The third party has certain looks. Maybe the third party did some spiritual work to keep them with them, but it's not going to last. So they know they're not staying with this third party, but they are trying to build something, or at least giving the third party the impression that they're building something for whatever reason. Hopefully this ain't a hobosexual. They need somewhere to stay. And they know they can't stay with you. So they hope they could like be building themselves up with the third party to come towards you to have more to offer you. But yeah. Okay. They want to be with you. So this person's probably in your face doing all the right things, trying to get in right with you and planning to leave the third party. Are they leaving them right now? Probably not. But they are like leading them on. So just be aware of that. The type of person you're dealing with, Ophiuchus. Yeah, interesting. All right. I mean, if they had it their way, they would have both of you, but they feel like they would have to choose you over the third party. Okay. So, Scorpio. Let's see what's up with Scorpio. Okay. So, they feel a strong soulmate connection to you, Scorpio. They feel like they have a connection to you that's not really like any other. Okay. They feel like you've put them into a spiritual awakening. Some of you, this is an Aries, Virgo, or a Gemini. It could be a Leo. So this person's acknowledging that you're a soulmate to them. However, they are also acknowledging that they might not be ready for a relationship just yet. Okay. I feel like they could be emotionally immature. Maybe they don't have the emotional depth right now to give you a relationship, but they are acknowledging that you two have a soulmate connection. They feel stronger for you than they felt for anyone else. You're also the connection with you is also making them pay attention to things more. It's making them dive into spirituality. It's making them wonder about astrology and soulmates and divine counterparts and all that shit. It's making them believe in things that they didn't believe before, or maybe they always believe, but this is confirmation, because it could be a situation where they think about you a lot and you call, or they see things that make it clear that you are theirs. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. You know, it's there's too many synchronicities, or there's too many confirmations that you two have a soulmate connection. They can't deny that. So they are acknowledging that they have a soulmate connection with you. Okay. But they're not necessarily ready for commitment because the magician is here. So this is somebody to me who still wants to be single. The third party, I'm getting the Page of Cups. So they might like the third party. They could have like a crush on the third party. Some of you, they deal with the third party because they have a child with them. They could have a daughter with them. So it's cordial, the Page of Cups, but it's not that deep. Okay. They're not in love with the third party. They're not like writing them love stories and sitting outside their house with a boombox. It's not that serious. It's the Page of Cups. So if anything, they have a crush on the third party, or they might like the third party. They might like the word the third party looks. They might like chilling with the third party, but it's not that deep. Okay. So just know that it's not that deep for them. Okay. They may even like the attention that the third party gives them. So they may even have, like, what I'm saying? Like the third party might have like a crush on your person, or might be trying to really get your person's attention a lot. And your person's eating that up. Because for some of you, they're like a performer, artist. They might have like a big ego. So they like the attention that they get from the third party. But yeah, if they're breaking up with this person, they could be trying to keep things cordial for whatever reason, because you have the Ten of Swords. Okay. So they are acknowledging that they have a soulmate connection with you, Scorpio. However, they may not be ready for a relationship. And they kind of like the third party for whatever reason. Like, I don't know what it is. Okay. Y'all will know forever. Y'all will know the difference because you know your person. Okay, Libra. So we got the King of Swords. Some of y'all are dealing with the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Oh, they love your ass. King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So this is somebody who's like head over heels in love with you, or unconditionally in love with you, but they don't show it. This is a person who's very stoic. Okay, so this is somebody who's very hard in the face. Like, maybe not ugly, but they're like, maybe they're military. They have to be stoic like this. They have to be hard. So this is somebody who does not show you how they truly feel. So I'm pretty sure you guys are like, there's no way that they love you, but they do, because the King of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. So this person loves you a lot. They probably hate how much they love you. They probably, if they could have a choice, they probably wouldn't love you as much, but they do. You're like a weakness for this person, especially what y'all do with y'all mouth. I don't know what the hell y'all be doing with y'all mouth. Libra, y'all always coming in here on that ghetto ass shit. But yeah, so they're in love with you, head over heels in love with you. Their love is never going to go away. They're never going to stop loving you. They just like to like come off as cold towards you, or for some reason they don't feel like they can show you that they're in love with you. Okay. So definitely in love with you, unconditionally in love with you, not trying to show it, being really stoic with you, maybe even detached or closed off to you right now. Could be kind of distant, but it doesn't change how they feel. Towards the third party, we have the Nine of Swords and the Two of Swords. So they know it's time to remove this third party. They know it's time to move on, especially with the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. But they're ignoring this. They're not ready to make the decision. So this is what towers are made of. This is the type of energy where towers come in and things are forced on this person. Like, they have to make the decision even if they didn't want to, or they have to leave even if they don't want to. So they're ignoring the fact that that relationship is done. There's a lot of stress there, but they don't want to make a decision. Some of you, it has to do with money, because I saw the Page of Pentacles and I'm also seeing the Queen of Pentacles. So money could be a concern. Maybe they're worried about having to pay this person, or they could have a child with this person. So they know that the relationship has ran its course, but they're not ready to make a decision on it yet. Okay. They're not ready to hit that Ace of Swords and cut it off, or file for divorce, or walk away, have that conversation. Okay. So they're ignoring that they need to let this go. They know that the relationship with the third party has ran its course, Wheel of Fortune. But yeah, really in love with you. This is a person who they don't like, being in love with you is a problem for them. Could be a Sagittarius for some of y'all. Like, they don't like that shit, but you do it for them. Okay. Some of y'all, it's like you giggle, it's like your laugh, you just be whimsical as fuck, and they love that about you because they're all like stoic and hard, and you're just like a fairy. You know what I mean? Please don't play with November, Scorpio. Trying to see if my friend texted me. All right. So, yeah, pretty much that's this person. They hate that um they love you for sure, Libra. Like they just feel like you're like whimsical as hell. You just be doing what you want, and they be trying to act all hard, but you just be like, "Oh, whatever, you love me." And they do. All right. So, Virgo, let's see. How do they feel about you versus a third party? Let's see. How do they feel about you? The Empress. Not surprised to see that. Not surprised to see that. Okay. So, um, this person is in love with you. Okay. They feel like you're top tier. You're the Empress. You're beautiful. You're attractive. You got things going for you. Okay. Um, they feel like you deserve the best from them. So for some of you, this person feels some type of way because they haven't been providing the best for you, or they haven't been the best for you. You know what I'm saying? So they feel like they need to do more. They feel like they need to do right by you. They need to propose, or they need to, if you guys are already married, they feel like they need to do more. Like they need to pick up the slack. Definitely given like they feel like they need to provide for you. So with the Empress, they see you as wifey. Okay. There's nobody above you. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, they feel like they should be catering to you more. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys recently had a glow up as well, because this person keeps talking about how beautiful you are. So I'm not really sure why there's a third party if you're the Empress to this person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really sure uh why they're, entertaining other people, but they see you as the Empress. So they're the type of person that's like, you're a wife, irregardless of whether or not they make you a wife or a husband. You know what I'm saying? You know how some people are just husband material or wife material, irregardless of whether in a relationship or not. Because you have some people that when they get into the mode of a relationship, they become what they need to be. But there's some people who are just naturally like that. That's how they feel about you. Okay. So let's see. How do they feel about the third party? All right. So we have the Ace of Pentacles and we have the Magician. This gives me, who was I just telling that they needed to be careful? Ophiuchus. You guys need to make sure. Okay, so was it Ophiuchus? It was Scorpio. Okay, so Virgo, you got to be careful with this person because with the Ace of Pentacles and the Magician card, they are kind of doing the same thing with somebody else that I said. I think it was Scorpio, or was it Fucus? It was a Fucus. Whereas like they're leading somebody on. So they're giving somebody the impression that they're going to have a relationship with them. You know what I'm saying? They're giving this person the impression that they're going to get married, that they're going to have a future with them. But I feel like it's just an impression because the Magician card is here. And I don't think they're in like a real relationship with this person. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like they're in a real relationship with this person. I feel like they're telling this person what they want to hear. Okay. So they're not like, oh yeah, we're together. They're showing up as the Magician. So they're single. They're like, yeah, I'm single. This is the type of person that like they act like they're in a relationship with this third party, but then when the third party starts asking them questions about like what are we, or confronting them about things, they're like, oh, whoa, I'm single. I'm not in a relationship with you. So they could be using the third party for sex, or they could be using the third party just to have someone around. This could be somebody who doesn't like to be alone. Okay. But they are telling the third party that they see a future with them, when I don't feel like they're really planning on committing to this third party. I feel like they plan on committing to you at some point with the Empress card. So again, you got to be careful with motherfuckers like that. Okay. Do I think that they know they can't play with you like that? They know they can't play with you like that. So they might be keeping somebody around for just sexual reasons. So I don't like it. I don't like it, but just know that's what we got. All right. So Leo, damn, your shit came out fast, Leo. How they feel about you versus the third party? Okay, let's see what they feel about the third party. All right, you. Okay, so Queen of Swords. Ooh. Okay, so with you guys, some of y'all, they feel like you're moving on or you're detaching from them. Or like, yeah. Yeah, so okay, so for some of you guys, they feel like they're detaching or they're moving on from you. With the Queen of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, like, or you're detaching from them and moving on. Yeah. Yeah, so if you guys, this is really going to resonate if this person was with the third party before you. Okay? If the person was before, if they were with the third party before you, I feel like they're going to continue to try to make things work with the third party, because I got the Star, the Four of Wands, the Strength, the Knight of Pentacles. So this might have been somebody that was entertaining you, knowing that they weren't letting the third party go. Or maybe they entertained you thinking that there was a possibility that y'all were going to be together, but they really weren't going to be with you. Like for some of you, I feel like they even did this to get under the third party's skin. Like, I don't know, maybe, or it could be like they were on a break from the third party. They had a breakup with the third party and then they got with you. Okay, I feel like you guys are hip to this though. I don't feel like I'm telling you guys anything that you don't know with the Queen of Swords. I feel like this is why you guys are like detaching from this person, moving on, making plans without them, because you feel like they're not yours. You feel like they're going to wind up with the third party. You feel like that they still want to be with the third party. So that's kind of where you're at. Like you guys are looking for new people, new opportunities. So are they going to let you go then? Yeah. I mean, I feel like you're gonna let this person go. I feel like they kind of have no choice but to let the situation go. So yeah, I would say that this person, I don't know, I feel like this would already be clear to you guys though. Okay. It would already be clear that you guys are detaching, moving on. This is somebody that maybe y'all aren't talking to anymore. Okay. Because I got the Six of Cups here. So some of y'all, this is somebody you don't talk to anymore. You might have already moved on from this person. Are y'all talking to this person? No. I don't feel like y'all are talking to this person. They might try to come back at some point though. They might try to come back at some point. Yeah. Okay, so for some of you, this is somebody that you're not talking to right now. You don't deal with this person anymore. You already stopped talking to them. because you peeped that and they went back to the third party. They went back to somebody. They were like, we might as well just stick it out and make it work. Some of you, this is somebody that you're eventually going to separate from and stop dealing with, and they're going to go back to the third party and they're going to wish that they stayed with you. So they're going to try to come back. Whoever this person is, whatever it is, they're going to try to come back to you at some point. But yeah, I feel like you guys are the one detaching or like moving on from this person, because you already see like either they're not going to commit to you, they're still invested in the third party. You're peeping what's going on with them. So how they feel about the third party is they're going to try to make it work with them. Four of Wands, the Star, the Strength, the Knight of Pentacles. They still have hope for that relationship. Okay. So yeah, if you're not talking to this person, I mean, I don't think you hate them. You just see what was up. You're like, yeah, I'm good on that. Okay. So just know that. All right. So Cancer, how do they feel about you versus the third party? Okay. Let's see. Can I get one card? How do they feel about you? How do they feel about Cancer versus the third party? Okay, third party. They feel like they owe you an apology, or they should do right by you in some way, because I got the Ace of Swords and the Justice. Okay, so hold on. Okay, I thought so, because I got the Death card. So I was like, I don't know what this means. Okay, so Death card, Ace of Swords, Justice. So they feel like they owe you clarity or closure. They feel like they owe you a conversation. Like they feel like they should tell you the truth about ending things. So some of you, this could be a Libra, Scorpio, Aquarius, could be a Capricorn or a Sagittarius. So I feel like they want to move on from this situation with you, but they want to be honest about it. Like they want to do the right thing. Some of you, they want to get a divorce, but they want to like make sure they do it the right way. Because I got the Death, the Ace of Swords, Justice. So it feels like they want to end things, but they want to do it the right way. They want to tell you the truth. They want to be honest. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I got the Page of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune for the third party. So they feel like they're building something with the third party. Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, Four of Wands and the Fool. So this person is, if you broke up with this person because you felt this coming, or you saw the bullshit and you called them out on their shit and they weren't ready to be honest, or they weren't ready to tell you the truth, or they weren't ready to let things go, they are now. I feel like they're ready to have that conversation. If you don't want to have that conversation with them, obviously you don't. But some of you, they want to have a conversation with you where they're telling you like, yo, I'm moving on with this person. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be in a relationship, or I'm getting a divorce. And it is because of another person for some of you. Like maybe they were telling you that's not what it is. But with the Page of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune and everything for the third party, I feel like they see the third party as someone that they want to build with. Okay. So they want to do the right thing by you. And I mean, for some of y'all might not feel like the right thing is ending it, but if this person knows that they want to be with somebody else, the right thing to do would be to end it, unless you're open to them being with you and somebody else, which we don't judge on this channel. You know what I'm saying? But if that's not the case, then they feel like they should be honest with you about that, because they are building with someone else. Maybe they haven't been truthfully, like completely honest about it, but they feel like it's the time to be with the Wheel of Fortune. It's like they need to be honest. It has to come out at this point. Okay. So let's see, Gemini. Let's see, Gemini. All right. All right, Gemini. Gemini, let's see. Oh yeah, you guys, I'm going to be doing some March story reads. So if you want to get your cards read for March, make sure you check out my story on 13 Signs Tarot. I forgot to tell y'all that, but I remembered. I don't know what made me just remember. Gemini, how do they feel about you versus the third party? Justice card again. That just came out for Cancer. Some of y'all have Cancer in your chart. Ace of Pentacles. They want to marry you. Meet me at the altar in your white dress. We ain't getting no younger. We might as well do it, yeah. Feel you are the one, girl, I must confess. So they feel like they want to marry you. Ace of Pentacles and the Justice card. They want to get engaged. All right. They want to have like a long-term relationship with you. They need to make an honest woman out of you, honest man, or make an honest man or woman out of themselves. They feel like things went left with the third party. Like they may have had an idea that they were going to be with them, and they may have been planning something with the third party. And it's like things went left with this third party. Okay. It's like all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? Uh, things came crashing down. The third party did something that they didn't like. There was an ick here. Maybe the third party found out about you. Okay, Gemini. So things went left with the third party, and now things are ending. Or maybe it was just always going to happen. Like there was always going to, this relationship was like destined to end at some point, but the tower came in and ended it. So something happened that like killed their aspirations, plans, future dreams with this third party. Okay, I don't know what it is. I'm trying to figure out. Let me try and get the tea. I don't know. Maybe this person just decided they don't want to be with them no more. Five of Swords. There was some fuckery afoot. Also, what's some fuckery in that third party? They found out some shit. Okay, found out about some manipulation and some fuckery going on, and they don't want to be with this third party anymore, or the third party don't want to be with your person. So it could be one or two things, but they want to be with you. Okay, Ace of Pentacles and the Justice. How they feel about you is that you're the one. You're the one that they want to put the ring on. Okay, that's so funny. I always think of that song Diamond Girl. You're my diamond girl. You're the one I want to put the rock on. My Gemini ex-husband used to sing that song to me before we got married. Yeah, we got the sun card. So this person definitely sees you as their one, like the one they want to get married to, the one that makes them happy. They feel a strong spiritual connection to you, and they are ready to be with you. So yeah, they're dropping this third party, or the third party's done dropped them. Okay. So, yeah. Let's see, Taurus. How do they feel about you versus the third party? How do they feel about you versus the third party? The moon in reverse feels like they've already told you how they feel. So they feel like they've already told you how they feel. Hold on, y'all. My man calling. All right, sorry. Anyway, so yeah. So they feel like they've already told you how they feel about you, but maybe, I don't know what the issue is. They're waiting on a response, waiting to see if you'll accept their apology. Okay. With the Eight of Swords. So if this person apologized recently and you haven't taken their apology, they are like in their head about it with the Eight of Swords. They're very much worried, like, yeah. Like they're wondering if you're going to respond. They're wondering if you love them too. So they feel like they put their feelings out there, but you ain't responded, or they haven't gotten the result that they want. That's my call. Y'all are so funny. My man. He ain't getting on my nerves today. All right. Three of Swords and the Chariot for the third party. So they don't like want to let this third party go because they feel like it's going to break the third party's heart, but they feel like they need to do it with the Nine of Swords. So some of y'all, they're about to end things with the third party. It's like now I'm hearing that song. It's never a wrong time to say goodbye, or whatever, or right time, or whatever the hell it is. But I gotta make the first move, because if I don't, you're gonna start hating me. Because I really don't feel the way I once felt about you. Taurus, this is the second time I talk about Chris Brown in y'all reading. So yeah, they feel like it's time to have that conversation with the third party. So they're about to have that conversation soon. They don't want to, but they're going to. Okay. So they're about to end things with the third party. They feel like they're going to break some hearts, but they feel like they need to do it because you are where their heart is really. Some of you, they're nervous about telling you how they feel, or they feel like they've already told you and they haven't gotten the reaction or the response that they wanted. Like they don't feel like you believe them, or maybe they're not good at showing it. Right. So for like me, like I always tell people with my love languages, because I know I'm weird. So like when I do certain things for people, they think that I do these things for everybody. But like my way of showing love is maybe not the way that everybody else shows love. So this person probably shows love in their own unique way, and maybe you don't feel like that's love. You're not believing them. So they feel like they're in love with you. They feel like they're about to break somebody's heart in order to be with you. They feel like they need to step up their gestures. They need to step up their vulnerability. They need to do more to show you that they really do love you and that they're invested. For some of you, they feel like they need to work for your forgiveness or for you to continue to even deal with them anymore because they done fucked up trying to be duplicitous, and they know damn well they didn't want, like some of you, they just don't like being honest, or they don't want to like break people's heart. This is why I had to tell my son, because my November, this is how Novembers become cheaters, because he was like, if I ever loved two girls, I wouldn't want to like break one of their hearts. And I was like, nah, you're going to have to be honest. Unless you're going to be honest and tell them you want to have, more than one woman, you're going to have to be truthful. You can't be holding on to one because you don't want to tell the truth. You got to do that shit. So I had to tell him early. Still going to have to reiterate that to him, because he don't want to be breaking no hearts. No, I want to. You're going to break a heart worse if you keep lying. Be honest, So this person don't want to tell the truth, but they're about to, okay? To this third party. So let's see. Aries, how do they feel about you versus the third party? Queen of Wands and the Two of Swords. I just can't get you out of my head. They can't get you out their head. They feel like you damn sexy. You're sexy. It's sexy. Slim, thick, caramel skin, 5 this bitch a 10. Her. Let's be slide in the fence. I ain't making them friends. Get it sexy, hey, get it sexy, hey, get it sexy, hey, get it sexy. Boy, you know this ass super fat. I ain't lying. Fuck me good, I'm throwing this shit back. Yeah. He wanna kiss me all over my tats. Hey. I can do that on y'all reading because sexy red's an Aries, so I can do that. Okay. But yeah, that's how they feel about you. They feel like you sexy as fuck. They can't get you out their head. Some of y'all work with this person. And every time they see you, they be thinking about doing things to you. So you live in this person's head rent free. I feel like you're sexy as fuck. You're attractive. He want to hang with a bad bitch. 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 Okay, he want to hang with you, Aries. They want to hang with you. Period. They want to be all in your space. So you take up a lot of this person's mental space. So they're with this third party for sex, most likely. 4 of Wands, 3 of Cups. This is somebody they keep around so they can have sex. They can fill their bed because you're not giving them none with the 2 of Swords and the Queen of Wands. Y'all might have like cut off the Aries cookie shop. So they got somebody else in their bed to like satisfy their urges right now. But I don't feel like it's a long-term thing. It feels more casual with the 4 of Wands. So they could be in a friends with benefits with somebody or a situationship with somebody. It's about sex or the comfortability that they have with this person, but it's not really like a stable relationship. So compared to you live in this person's head rent free. They feel like you're the full package. Okay. You know what I'm saying? They feel like you got it going on. They can't stop thinking about you. They feel like you're the right decision to make, but with the 2 of Swords, they're not making a decision. I don't really know why. Maybe some of you, they live with somebody else. Yeah, they can't stop thinking about you. The 6 of Cups. You're living in this person's head rent free, especially if you had sex with them. Yeah, so some of you, they may feel like you don't want them no more. The Death card. That might be what it is. They feel like that you don't want them no more. That you moved on. Just to let you know. So if you want this person, you might have to like their photos or something, like their story or some shit. If you want them, if you don't want them, don't worry about it, But for some of you guys, they just think about you all the time. They think they could even be thinking about you while they fucking this third party with this 4 of Wands here, to be honest. They could be thinking about you. So yeah, they miss you. They miss you. They think about you probably every day. 6 of Cups, especially if you guys think about this person a lot. It could be a Scorpio. They reminisce on you, but they're with somebody right now to occupy their time and to fill their bed. And they compare this person to you. This is why most likely they don't commit to this person in hopes that you come back, or even if they are committed or if they live with this person, the door is still open for you. That's how they feel. Okay. So just know they're either with this person because of a living situation, or they're dealing with this person for sex, like situationship, casual relationship type shit. Okay. And they want you to come back. They might not want to show you. Yeah, the Emperor and the Judgment. They want a second chance, but they're not saying that. They're remaining detached right now. But they really do want to come back around to you. Okay. So that's what I got for you guys. I really enjoyed this reading. It was nice, quick, and to the point. I hope that this helps y'all get the tea. Thank y'all so much for your support. Make sure y'all check out my story on 13 Signs Tarot. I'm going to be doing some March readings if you guys want to see what's happening for March. I have some love readings on my website. I'm also dropping a ritual. I'll be doing a ritual in Florida next week. It's going to be very powerful. I'm going to be working with my water spirits all March. So really get in on that if you can. And yeah, I'll see y'all soon. Peace out.